Hello everybody, and what do? Back with another analysis video, and this one was requested by Azuza. I think I said that right. Um yeah, they wanted me to look at this tournament that they had against the Sephiroth, and apparently the Sephiroth is giving them a hard time. So we're gonna see what went down, correct the wrong, improve the right. So that way, next time he fights the Sephiroth, he's gonna be giving them a hard time. So yeah, we're gonna check this out. And if you guys have matches that you want me to look over of yourselves, you can send it to me on my Discord. Link is in the description below. Or if you're in the Peach and Daisy Discord, search my name and just message me that way. And I also give lessons for the rest of this month. The lessons are $5 an hour until April 1st, and then they go back to their regular price, which is $10 an hour. So if you're interested in that, in the link description below, I kind of typed out how the lesson is structured and how they go. So yeah, if it catches your interest, hit me up. All right, with that out the way, let's see what went down in here. Daisy versus Sephiroth. Okay. Yep, that's right. He can't do anything out of shield. He has to respect that when we do there. He doesn't have anything fast enough. If you dare his shield and he tries to nair, you're gonna hit him every time. It's too slow to punish your nair. Okay. Little tip. If you're gonna be tossing turnips like this, especially if there's platforms around, I'm pretty sure that wasn't a short hop. I think that's full hop, and I don't think that was short hop. But yeah, do what you did here, but with a short hop, so that way you don't go as high, and the turnip won't do that. Because based on what he was doing here, he was doing side B. I think you would have done a short hop, it would hit him. So yeah, when this platform's around like this, or even just in general, so that way you toss a turnip, and if you do a short hop, you touch the ground faster. But yeah, you had the right idea, just a bit too high. Yeah, that can be a bit tricky. It's a guessing game. If anything, I probably would have jumped off the ledge, because this is a situation where people, they like to try to do stuff like that. Probably would have jumped off the ledge, or maybe time a get up. So if you time it right, you get iframes. But he's getting a charge ready. So if this was me, honestly, I probably would have either A, time a roll, or B, jump off the ledge. Okay, if I jump off the ledge, like at the right time when it's about to explode, I could probably avoid most of the hits. And if I get hit by one of the projectiles, whatever it's called, the spinning around stuff, I'm not gonna die. I'm at 69. Get it? Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, you're at this percent, right? So you're not gonna die. So I'd rather take, a little bit of damage than taking this. But again, it's a guessing game from both parties. Because Sephiroth has to time this thing and guess, right? So yeah. Now, oh right, forgot why I went back in the first place. So right here, toss that turnip way too early. All right. So when somebody's off the stage, you knock them off the stage, right? Boom. You get a turnip, right? Boom. If this was me, I would stay right there. I wouldn't even move. Why? Because when somebody's recovering onto the stage and they're getting close, and in this case with Daisy, you're right here with a turnip in your hand, they're usually going to be on the defensive because they think you're going to toss it. And they're going to avoid it. Like, oh, they're going to toss it now. Let me just toss out an attack, an air dodge, double jump, you know, whatever. Take advantage of that mentality. So stand here, don't do anything. Burn a resource. Let them do something first. Jump, air dodge, attack, counter if they have one. Let them do something first. So me, I would stand right here, and as Sephiroth gets close, I'll probably run towards the ledge a little bit and then run back, or run towards the ledge and then triangle jump backwards, and see like if I make him jump, like, oh my god, she's moving towards me, let me jump, air, you know, whatever. And then based on that in the situation, you can probably toss the turnip and then just hit him out of it. But yeah, don't toss it too early because it's a guessing game. And the fact that you toss it like this, see, it either you miss or the opponent can see the turnip coming at them at this range. Like, see right here? Toss it like that. They have more than enough time to react to that turnip and, I don't know, air dodge, jump. If they know how to time it right, which is not that hard, even Z catch it. You can Z grab it. But either way, you're not gonna hit somebody consistently with this unless they're in the middle of doing something. Cause they can react to that easily. Anyone can. Okay, good toss. I feel like you tossed it a bit too early there. Right here. Oh wait, no, you actually did get that hit. That I feel like you tossed too early. Yeah, that one. So the situation like this, you usually want to wait for the opponent to do something or act like you're gonna do something. So if this was me, I would probably run a bit towards the ledge. So Sephiroth thinks, oh, I'm probably gonna try to float cancel there. And then while running, you're over here, right? My mouse is on Daisy. You're over here, run like probably in front of this platform where my mouse is. And then cancel your run animation with like a quick ground float and then move in the other direction. That will make people jump. Because they think you're going to do something the moment you start going towards them. And they'll probably jump off the ledge, do like a get up attack and something. And then, depending on what they do, you can probably get a punish or just put them in a crap spot. And at the same time, you still got the turnip in your hand. So if they decide to jump into the air, you go under Seph, toss turnip upward. But either way, usually when you're fighting someone and they're in a situation like this, you need to see what they're going to do first. So even if you don't get the hit, you still got them in the corner. You got stage control. And if they jump, you got to turn up right here. Okay, got the grab, toss them. Yeah, see what I mean? How they can react to a turnip toss? That's what I was saying earlier. You had the right idea with jumping and then pulling back and not doing anything, but you did it too early. Wait for the opponent to get closer to you when you do stuff like that, and that'll make them get scared and probably double jump, air dodge, attack something. And then out of that, depending on what they do and your positioning, you can probably toss the turnip and then just hit them, and then they're forced to like do an early recovery. And if you can predict it, in this case with Seph, possibly counter. Or if you have enough time to get a turn, get another turn up, and then just get ready to Z drop or toss it on the ledge. But yeah, you had the right idea. Sorry, I can't talk. You had the right idea here. You just did it way too early. But even though you did it too early, you still could have just landed. Because see, you toss the turn up. Sephiroth sees that, he's like, oh crap, avoids it. That's why I tell people, burn a resource first, and don't toss turnips like this too early because people can react to it. Now this turnip toss, it could have worked, but there's only one problem. You gotta position yourself right when tossing the turnip, which granted, yeah, it could be better. But in cases like this, I would Z drop. But I'm not gonna give you too much flack for it because it looked like he was leaning towards the stage. People tend to do that. Okay, you got that. Okay, I like what you did here. You did that. You see the jump. But yeah, see again. Don't. If the opponent has, think of it like this: if the opponent has their jump, if they have their double jump, right, especially jump off the ledge, most likely, yeah, they're gonna have it. See if they do it first. So what you could have done is, you see Sephiroth jump. You could have stood right here, right? And if Sephiroth lands, just land with a fair or something, you can block it and then toss a turnip at him, right? So you can stay right here. If you sense an attack coming, you know, block accordingly. And then punish him. So you would look out for that first. If he doesn't, and you're standing right here, he's most likely gonna double jump. Now, I don't know if he has the wing, but if he does have the wing, you would check again to see if he's gonna double jump as he is, you know, landing. But yeah, this is why you always have to check. Burn a resource. Right? The fact that he did this, he burns this, and yeah, he's still in the air. He has to come down, sure. But now your options to hit him are limited. Because if he lands and does something, you're not that close to him. Can't punish him because now this is gone. Also, if Sephiroth is under you, I mean, if you're over Sephiroth, especially if he's on the platform, do not be afraid to stay under the platform. Literally, so you could have stood right here, right? So literally just, cause a lot of stuff, they like to do this. Mid-average stuff players. Even sometimes high level, but either way, expect the stuff where you're under him, they think you're probably gonna do something aggressive, so that's why they come down with this. They come down with that. So in this case, you can block it, and then what you do, I'm not sure the frame data on shield, but if anything, probably jump there, hell, up B even if you want, whatever. But yeah, don't be afraid to be on the stuff, especially on the platform. If anything, just angle your shield. But either way, you cleaned it up, nice, and you did punish his lag, right? Let me see. Okay, so if we slow this down, yep. So yeah, either block it or just do what you just did, and you actually don't burn shield. So either way, good. I wouldn't be. You can actually move around a little bit because see now you just gave him free shield pressure, and he's invincible. So it went from like somewhat being neutral or in your favor because he's coming off the platform to now you being at disadvantage because you're in shield and you got a Sephiroth that is under you. And see, now you have to jump and you caught the jump. Yeah, you're not gonna punish that. So you gotta study up on the It's always good to know what you can and can't punish when you're fighting characters. So looking up characters frame data is cool, but schools also helps you a lot. Oof. I think. Oh, I think you probably could have let go of the ledge, and then jump onto the stage. And when you're jumping onto the stage, toss the turn up downward. It hits F. Or if anything, maybe counter. Counter might have worked. But yeah, I'm just giving you options here. What if you could have done in a situation like this? Yes, and this is why I tell people, do not land on, don't try to land on opponents, because look at this. What you could have done instead was like, just away, go for the ledge. But this is why I tell people, don't try to land. Like, don't be afraid of the ledge. Yeah, see here, you missed this because you tossed turn too early. Wait for them to get like a bit closer, right where they had to start their recovery, and then get rid of the tossing. Did it way too early, and on top of that, you're playing a guessing game. See, cause now he wasting the air dodge. So now you're guessing if she's gonna be here, you toss the turnip there, or you might guess she's probably gonna be more towards the left or the right. And see, wait first. This is too much of a guessing. And as I said, at this range, you toss and turnip, the opponent can react to it. That was risky. Okay. All right. Oh, you could have punished them. That move has more recovery, a bit more recovery than what it looks like. So you could have, the moment you see that, see, you could have right here, you most likely, yeah, you still have flow, should have. So you could have just landed on top of his head and attacked him instead of going this high. But yeah, that was a punish. Yeah, see? So that's why I tell you, you gotta wait for something first. Dude will turn up like preemptively and he countered. If you would have waited, just stood there, he would have countered, would have blew him up for it. Yeah, see, you had the right idea with the movement, because this is like what you were doing here, doing this, doing that. Like, you had the right idea. But again, you keep tossing the turnip too early and like kind of like making guesses. And he was able to block. Like, he actually blocked the turnip when they got behind him. Also, in this case with Seth, whenever you touch a shield, that's usually the most common thing they're gonna do. Like a lot of, pretty much anyone in general, when you fight them, they're usually gonna do an aerial. In this case with Seth, if he was to punish you out of shield, the fastest area he has out of shield is his Nair, which I believe is frame 9. I think it's like frame 9. But either way, this is the fastest option he has out of shield to punish you. Everything else is too slow. So, I believe you could have blocked. Yep. Could have blocked. You decide to jump with him. The attack is already starting while you're trying to do your attack. That's how you got hit. Literally just block. Because if you would have blocked this, so you block, Sephiroth is not going very far. You probably could have punished him. So yeah, just remember, whenever you touch Sephiroth's shield, don't do anything. And this is why I tell people to drift away. See, on top of that, you use your double jump that high. So now you don't have a double jump. The only thing you have now is a float. And if you start floating, as I mentioned before in other videos, all the opponent has to do is wait. All they gotta do is wait, and then when you land, you don't have a double jump, your float is gone. You're either gonna air dodge or attack. And if the opponent stands in the right spot, like around your landing spot, and you do any of those things, and they're in the right position where they don't have to block, they'll just punish you out of the animation of your air dodge or whatever attack you do, and you die. So yeah, this wasn't a good thing to do. And then you started drifting away. But yeah, so he still caught you. I don't think you drift away enough though, because I don't think that should have caught you. But either way, you still put yourself in a bad position. So yeah, when you got hit here, shouldn't have not used that jump that early, and you should have been drifting more towards the left, which I feel like you could have. But it seemed like you were doing it, and then you just like stopped, and I don't know. I don't know what was going on there, but yeah. But either way, that's why I tell people just go for the ledge. Don't land on people, especially characters like Seph. Okay. All right. That's another reason why I tell people. See, this is another thing too. You burned your jump too early. So now your jump is gone and you're that high. And now you're doing this. You're floating. Honestly, the Sephiroth could have waited, but he made the right call, probably sensing you were going to keep floating or land around where he was at. So either he hits you out your float or he hits you while you're trying to land. But either way, this is bad. Because either this happens or the Sephiroth, he could just, again, be around your landing spot. And then as you're falling, you're either going to air dodge or attack. Again, he stands in the right spot where he has no need to block. You do any of those things, and then he just punishes you out of the animation. Or your landing, like, whatever. Okay. Yeah, we already talked about this with the turnips, where you can do better. So, I'm not going to go on about that. I feel like you need to, from what I see here, see, if the Sephiroth would have waited, there's another situation I was talking about. So you did that. Sephiroth doing too much. He could have just stayed here. See, if he would have waited, like I've been saying, he would have hit you. Like every time when I see situations like this, I wait. Or in general, when I'm playing someone and they're recovering, I wait for them to do something. Like they burn all their resources and then they're landing towards me. I don't try to hit them. I just wait. Because they got two choices, attack or air dodge. Here, you chose the air dodge. If Sephiroth would have waited, he would have hit you. Nah, I forgot he could do that. Footstool down there. See, again, he should have waited. And this is why, like, habits, these type of habits are formed. Because one, you burn your flow too early. Two, he decides to go in and hit you, which you can react and air dodge. And this happens a lot from what I see. Like, even high-level play, this happens a lot. That's why, in this case, Peach and Daisy players, they have the habit of doing that. Burning their flow early. And the opponent just goes in instead of waiting. And then, look, you air dodge. And then you get back onto the stage. That's why people have these habits. Because their opponents just let them get away with it. And all they have to do is one simple thing. Wait for you to do something. That's it. It's a free punish. I do this every time I fight someone. And I'm not even a top player. And top players make this mistake. Okay, good catch. Yeah, you need to move around more. Like, utilize, like, air movement with your floating. You know, like jump cancel fast falls along with ground movement, like dashing left and right. Like you could run and then ground float, like immediately ground float, cancel it, and then move in another direction. Mix and match both of those options. But the fact, like, he comes off the right platform, you decided to give him a free pressure. Yeah, you're too stationary. You move around a bit more. So yeah, I say movement, practice that. See, you were kind of doing it here. Like, see, did that. See, you did, and then you did the float thing that I was talking about, and then you started moving. So yeah, do that more and mix it up with, you know, your floating mix up when you're in the air. And that's it. Like for what I see so far, this Seth doesn't look like a major problem for you. You're getting hit by, the stuff that I explained, which is basically minor. It's not even stuff that you can fix. Like you do those stuff that I just told you, like just wait when the opponent is off the stage, move around a bit more. Like, see, got people reacting to it. So I mean, like if you just wait, you literally be fine. It's crazy how the simplest things can make a big difference. Like, waiting, drifting away and not landing on top of the opponent, and movement. It's like the three biggest things. And those are, you can easily fix that. It's nothing. It's so simple. So when you apply that, you're going to see like a big difference. Yeah. Oh. I'm going to say pull away more. Because you just DIing into him and giving him hits. And you managed to get that nair out. But okay. But yeah, basically you just move around more. Don't give him free pressure. Wait when he's recovering, like just burn a resource. And stop trying to land on yourself when you're at disadvantage. Yeah, see? Also, an approach like this, if you're at this distance, don't do that. Just remember that this move, I don't know what the cooldown is exactly, but it's definitely enough where he can just do this. So yeah, don't approach him with there. Especially not that close now, because he can react to it. Anybody can react to a dare at that range. And most people, when they approach with dare, they do it farther away. In this case with Seth, you're usually gonna get stabbed. So yeah, don't. Yeah, see? Like it's floating there. I know people love to do it. See, they can just move away. Right here, he could have like just forward tilted you. Like reverse forward tilt, probably would have hit you. Yeah, see? Again, with the turn up, he has a wing. I believe he has a wing, right? Yeah, he has a wing. So even if he didn't have a double jump, he still has a wing. So yeah, just remember. Get the resources out the way first. Make them think you're going to do something, or just stand there and just move out the way. Because when they get close, they think you're going to do something aggressive and they burn like jumps like this. Literally wait for that. There you go. See how you pull away and wait? Look, now you're back onto the stage. Just recover like that. See? Keep landing on top of him. Look, that's it. You were good the first time. The first time you got hit, right? Was it right here? Sorry. See, you pulled away. Like, nope, I'm pull away. And then you saw the right opportunity to jump. See? You did it right the first time. Situation came up again. You could have drifted this way. Or keep going this way because you jumped too early. Either way you jump, you decide to drift and try to land on Seth. Now this is bad because again, he could just wait for you to air dodge or attack. And you do any of those things, you're dead. Or you did air dodge. This wasn't even good because he timed it. And you would have air dodge, you would have suffered a landing lag on that platform. Or if you try to go through the platform and air dodge that, you would have, he still would have got you. Most likely. Also, At these ranges, right? Especially with attacks like this, do not toss a turnip because it's not a guaranteed punish. So this is a problem that I used to have as well. And I think I still have it a little bit. But like I'm slowly killing the habit. Where if somebody does something on my shield, I will toss a turnip. Especially at these ranges. And this will happen. So yeah, just hold on to it. When you see that you can't get a punish, don't toss the turnip because it's a waste. Yeah, see, you see how he had to respect you? What was it? Yeah, he waited for that. Either bear or nair, because he can't nair out of shield. He can't do anything out of shield to punish you. If anything, parry. Probably the best thing we can do. Yeah, good catch. Let me look at this again. Actually, that was a good catch. Okay, he nared twice. Which is probably the fastest option you could do, because I think you guys traded, right? Yeah, you traded. Anything else, he would have got hit. Unless he counters. So you're approaching with there. Granted, that would have hit if you were higher. See, there's another situation where the Seth just waits, right? But I'm not going to bring that up anymore because you already know now. See, yeah, see? You got to wait for a turnip. Wait for something before you toss the turnip. Oof. Yeah. What happened? Did you air? Yeah, see, you air dodge too. Probably would have been a bit more patient. Probably pull away if anything. Air dodge, maybe drift back. I know you're trying to go for the ledge, but yeah, that up B, if anything, like the up B, I think he did get you with the up B, right? Yeah. Look, you should have snapped towards the ledge. I think you were holding down. If you hold down from the up B, you don't grab it. It's only when you let go. I feel like you should have snapped to the ledge. You see how you air dodge early right here? That probably do nothing. He was waiting. See, that's what I'm talking about. Man, he could have followed up after that, but and here he was also waiting. Well, see, it's kind of a good example because if you try to air dodge or attack onto the stage, he hits you with that. And even though he didn't hit you, you still have to recover, and he still has stage control. So even though he didn't get much out of that, he still had the advantage, and you can see the benefits of waiting for a resource, like waiting for you to do something and then try to capitalize on that. Oh yeah, I think this happened in the previous match, but if Sephiroth ever does this and you block it, which honestly I would not be. Granted, you probably thought he was going to do a get up attack. So yeah, I'll let that slide. Because you did toss the turnip. You probably still could have just moved out the way or something. But either way, in this situation, if Seth ever does this, ground float there. I mean, not ground float. Ground float there. Or maybe down tilt. Probably would have hit. But either way, just punish him. Like, you see him do that, that's a free punish. You could have done something. Like, literally go over him. He does the get up attack. Just float over his head, hit him. If he jumps off the ledge, you're going to hit him. He has no iframes. And you died here because air dodge. He timed that perfectly. You could have went a bit low. But yeah. You should have went a bit low. Because you jumped here. Either side B or recover low and up B. Because he was pretty close, I believe, right? Yeah, up B would have hit him there. Okay. Okay, see, he's starting to respect you now because he's waiting for the bear. Either way, there's no reason not to commit to the bear, or in this case, Nair, because you're in front of him. But yeah, you can actually, if anything, you could just choose to go to one side and, you know, drain his shield, attack it, because he can't do anything. He can't punish it, so you might as well just eat his shield more. And then once you do that, it's the most common thing people are going to do, jump out of shield. So in that case, Seth, he probably would have just nared out of shield. You block it and then punish him. But yeah, just remember, Seth, if he was to punish you with something out of shield, it's most likely going to be nair. Like, don't be afraid to touch Seth's shield with like a nair or fair and like just block. See? Another example. See, he moved, right? So in case you try to do anything, like an air dodge or an attack, which you seem to be air dodging the last, so he's catching on, and he grabs you. And here, you attack, and you get cut for it. Gotta be patient coming back. Move away. Or act like you're gonna go for the ledge and side B. Act like you're gonna go for the ledge. Go low. Turn up. I mean, not turn up. Up B. See, you gotta be calm. Worry about yourself. Do not worry about the opponent. When you come back onto the stage, the hell with them. Worry about getting back onto the stage safely. Don't do anything that will give your opponent a chance to attack them. To attack you and rack up damage. Like, don't. Wait, did you die from that? Oh my god, you died from that. What the hell? Okay, let's break the sequence down. So yeah, if Seth is in the air, one thing you do not want to be doing, don't do that, because you're just gonna get stabbed. Most Seths, if they see you being too aggressive and you're under them, they're most likely gonna do that. So just don't. If anything, I think you can crouch. So if you're on the Seth and there's a platform above you, I think you can just crouch and you probably won't have to block. Like, test that. I'm not entirely sure, but I think you can crouch it. That way you gotta eat up the shield. Or if you're gonna shield, just shield, angle it upward, and you can get a free punish. Just toss the turnip upward. Okay, right? So you try to approach him with this. You try to nair, actually. I think that's a nair, right? At this range, don't be doing that. At this range, do not even try to go in and attack him. Don't nair, don't dare, don't fair, because you're just gonna get stabbed like that. See, you got cut again. So yeah, don't really, don't. It's not gonna work. See if you, again, yeah, we already know why that was bad. You didn't get punished, but yeah, you know why that was bad. So again, you jumped early, and then that happened, and I don't think you should have died from that, but whatever. But you see why now? I tell people, like, move away. Worry about yourself. Nice. Do not run toward the legend shield, because one, your options are limited, and anything that you do that requires you to drop the shield is going to be 11 frames slower. Wait, 11? Right. Yeah, it takes 11 frames for you to drop the shield. Yeah. So see, if you would have not done that, right, and stood like In case you lose track, my mouse is in the shield of Daisy, so you can see it. So with my mouse, see, I'll move my mouse over here. If you would have stood like right here, you'd be in the right position to punish him, or not punish. See what he does and react to it accordingly. So in this case, he jumped, right? So if you stand right here, you can probably pull away. And if you try to come with like an aerial or something, block it and then punish out a shield, or just stay under him, and as he gets close, maybe run behind him. So maybe he might do like a dare or nair. But also at the same time, you check and see if he's gonna use his other jumps. You see what he did, like a landing there. But yeah, do not run towards the shield. Do not run towards the legend shield. Also, yeah, if you're gonna bait something like this, it's way too high. Just again, stay on stage. Yeah, from what I'm seeing here, especially with the edge guarding, yeah, that's, I'll tell you. See? Like, they either wait, or if they see you wanting to flow stall like that, leave yourself open, they hit you. I think that's the set, right? Is it? I think so. Yeah. So, yeah, dude. Overall, stop burning your float like that. Because either the opponent, all the opponent has to do is wait, which at times Sephiroth did wait. Like, you burned your float, and then when you were coming down, Sephiroth waited for you to like air dodge, and then he caught you out of it. Or if they see that you're just gonna float stall that way, this case yourself, you could just go up there and up air you. That's it, you die. So yeah, stop burning your float that way. Like, I see it too many times, even from players like Mute Ace. Like, the best Peach player in the world, at times I see him do that, and it's not good. So when people do that, when people see players like Mute Ace doing that, right? They're like, oh, well, yeah, he's the best Peach player in the world. So they're gonna mimic nearly everything that the player does in like bad situations, and they're not gonna question it. And Mute Ace has lost matches for doing that. But yeah, don't burn your float like that. Like, you see now why that is bad. Like, I say this many times. I tell people, don't do that. And now you know why it's bad. So yeah, don't do that. If I would have turned up your hand a bit more, I don't think you were doing that enough. But yeah, don't like treat a turn up like it's a bomb or stitch face, because you know damn well you're not gonna toss it right away. So every time you get, fight with it. Or don't even like toss it right away. Just use movement, like ground movement along with air movement. Be tricky, because when you got to turn up and you're doing that, especially if you need the opponent where they can get hit, they're usually going to be on the defensive because they don't want to get hit. And if you do something at the wrong time, depending on what it is, you can punish them from a distance and then start your offense. So yeah, if I would have turned up your hand more, improve your movement. You're a bit like too slow. Like, move around a bit more. When the opponent is off the stage, whether they're going for the ledge or jumping onto the stage, they're trying to land, wait for something. The way the Sephiroth was waiting for you, do the same thing to him. When like he's trying to land on stage, or he's recovering high, going towards the ledge, act like you're gonna do something, and see how the opponent reacts. If they air dodge, double jump, you know, alright, you burn the resource. And depending on the situation, on when they do it, get a pre-punish, probably early kill. And this is just with every character. Every character in this freaking game, do that. Burn something first. Don't toss the turnip right away. See, too many people do that. And yes, players like Umeki, they done it. Mute Ace, they doing, like, people do that. Like, I feel like from what I've seen, people don't wait enough. And you'll see, like, when you start waiting and you bait these options, your life is gonna be so much easier. Your edge guards will be smoother, probably get early kills, and even if you don't kill them, you rack up a lot of damage from the edge guard. So yeah, I think that's it. There's probably more, and if there is, I explained it while watching these matches. But overall, this Seth, for what I've seen, honestly, you could take him. It's not. I don't see him as a demon, as you made. You say he's one of your demons. Probably demon because you can't beat him. Which I do have demon characters that I'm not good at fighting yet. So I call them my demon characters. Was like, no matter what, I just can't win. But it's just like me lack of practice and consistency in fighting them. But once I do that, I feel like, all right, I'll be alright. But yeah, this stuff, the way you were losing, is simple things that you can just fix. And if you just do what I mentioned throughout this whole video, the next time you fight the Seth and you actually implement all those stuff that I said into your game, no doubt in my mind you can beat this Seth. Next time you fight him, I feel like you can take him out. I'm not even worried. Just simple things that cost you to lose, and just apply that so you got it. So yeah, that is it for this video here. Hopefully it was helpful to you as well as anyone else that was watching. And yeah, so thanks to the new subscribers I got through my recent videos, as well as my veteran subscribers. All together, you guys are savages, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. So until next time, bye bye.